Cool. We're recording. All right. So I'm Kyle,
And I'm Kyle too.
and this is K squared. All right. So, first topic that we're going to talk about tonight, Kyle, is going to be what are your top five Disney songs? And these, when I say Disney songs, I mean songs from a Disney movie, and it can be any Disney movie. So you give me your five, and then I'll give you mine.
So for top five Disney movie songs, my number one would probably have to be We Don't Talk About Bruno
Oh man,
because
really?
it's it was like a big bop that came out when
Wow.
Encanto came around. I was in my second rotation and or my second internship in
Yeah.
PT school, and my CI was like, "Have you seen this movie?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "It's a children's movie," and then I ended up watching it, and there was this song that came on, We Don't Talk About Bruno, and I was like, oh, it's a big bop.
That is a way out of left field, man. I totally thought you were gonna go like something with Hercules or like Frozen
Oh,
or something. Okay, so
oh,
number
Frozen,
one,
no,
we don't
that's
talk about Bruno.
overplayed. Number one, I would definitely say We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Okay,
Number two, just because it's so recognizable, is We Are Pirates, like the Pirates of the Caribbean theme song.
okay,
Um, that's Disney, right?
yeah, that's Disney.
Okay, cool. So I definitely say that one. Number three, just because it's one of my personal favorites, is Reflection by the Mulan song.
Okay,
You know, when will my reflection show?
I know the
That
song.
one.
We definitely watched this movie
I
together.
like that one. Yeah, we did. We watched a few movies together.
I feel like we went on like a
Um,
Disney route when we were roommates. It was like,
it
hey,
was
let's watch
right at the
a movie
end.
tonight.
Yeah, it was right at the end when we started watching all that.
Yeah.
So that's number three. Number four, I would probably go with what's the one in Hercules where Meg is singing
Who needs
in
a
the
hero?
I don't know if that's what it's called.
I have no idea what the
Anyway,
names of the songs are.
I don't remember what it's called, but that one, it's off of Hercules.
Okay.
Um, so that's number four. And
Okay.
then number five, I would probably have to go with, just because it's the classic, most famous Disney song you're ever going to hear, is Wish Upon a Star.
Man, wow. Okay.
So
I was not thinking that at all. Because I honestly thought you were gonna like pick some other ones. But let's see. So go through it, run through it one more time for me. Go give me the top five.
number one, we don't talk about Bruno.
Okay.
Number two is We Are Pirates, the Pirates of the Caribbean theme song. Number three is Reflection in Mulan.
Okay.
Number four is the song
It's
that
zero
Meg
to
sings
hero.
in Hercules.
It's zero to
Is that
hero.
what it is?
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Oh, zero to hero. And then number five is Wish Upon a Star.
Which one start? Okay, cool.
So those are my five.
Okay, cool. So I think that was a pretty like diverse list because I definitely went all on the animation side of things.
Okay.
And I don't know the names of these songs. Pretty much I just am gonna like say what it came from. So um, the one with Tarzan, Phil Collins.
Uh
Um,
yeah, this Phil Collins soundtrack, I totally forgot about
and
that.
I cannot remember the name of the song in that movie, but man, that Phil Collins was just like, whoo, get the drums beating, get your heart bumping for sure. And then I also like Zero to Hero from Hercules.
Hmm.
I was gonna pick oh man, I can't remember what it's called, the song from Frozen right now. What's
Oh,
the song called?
like
Let It
Let
Go.
It Go,
Let It Go for number three.
Mainstream.
Um, is there not also a song by Elton John in one of the Disney cartoons?
Oh, you're talking about Lion King
Lion King. Yes.
because he did that soundtrack.
Yeah. See, hold
That's
on.
a good one
I
too.
gotta look this up. I should I did not do my prep for this, and I totally should have. In the future, I definitely will. Elton John. Disney.
Circle of Life.
Yeah, Circle of Life. And Can You Feel the Love Tonight? I'm just gonna do those two.
Oh yeah,
So
that's a good one.
Phil Collins song from Tarzan, Zero to Hero, Hercules, um, Let It Go, Frozen for number 3, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, number 4, and Circle of Life, number 5. Man,
Those are some
good
good
songs.
ones. They are good ones. You know I'm a big Elton John fan anyway, so you
Yeah, I
know
mean, who doesn't like Elton John? I think he's awesome. So,
people who don't have good taste in music.
right, exactly. All right, so let me go. And I was gonna say this too, you brought up like Wayne's World earlier. I thought it was funny because in that movie they talk about like sponsorship and stuff like that and selling out. And it's like, if
Right.
we ever got some sort of sponsorship, I would love to do that bit where it's like, man, my head really hurts. It's like, oh, hey Kyle, why don't you take this? And they're like advertising some like Tylenol or something like that.
Right.
So like,
Side
if
effects may
anyone wants to give
include.
us some like free sponsorship, please feel free to do so. Reach out, get in on the opening floor. All right, so second topic that I was going to talk about, and we're about halfway through right now.
Perfect.
Holders in cars. And
Okay.
my main thing, I was just driving down the road and I had this epiphany the other day because in my Mustang, it has a cup holder that is designed to hold a coffee mug. And I was sitting there going like, what in the, like, who is driving down the road like with like a legitimate coffee mug? And then the other day,
Oh, you're talking about one with like the little handle.
yeah, like it has a little spot for
Oh,
the handle in the
okay.
like cup holder. And then the other day, a coworker came in with a coffee mug, and I was just like, "Oh my goodness, how do you not drive and spill that?" Like, I mean, I feel like that's
I,
a time before, the modern invention of like Yetis and all this stuff and all those tumblers and everything.
you know, you've rode with me before, so I definitely wouldn't be able to keep a coffee mug in my car
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. I just thought it was interesting because like it's the same thing with like older vehicles. Like they used to be super tiny and you couldn't get like a modern day cup in a bunch of the older cars that you're in. And it's just funny,
You
like,
also didn't have a big gulp at every restaurant you went to either
oh
back
yeah,
in the
like
day.
Whataburger's that way. Same thing, Whataburger. If you want to reach out and sponsor us, I'll send you hamburgers. No, I'm just kidding. But it's just funny with Whataburger, like they have this huge upper portion and like they have the smaller portion trying to fit like some of these older cars that have like the smaller cup holders. So I just thought that was like a super weird thing and just thought I would bring it up. It's just like some random shower thoughts. Do you ever have like any moments like that where you have like an epiphany moment or a like, I wonder why it's that way, when it's just like you've just been doing something one way for your entire life and never questioned it?
I usually don't have shower thoughts because I'm in the process of putting on a whole concert.
Okay, just singing.
But yeah, you know, that's what I do in the shower. I'm having a whole concert.
Oh,
Um, but I probably have had some epiphanies before of like why I do things. So it's like how you would dress yourself after you get out of the shower.
yeah.
Because everybody has their own way of doing it. And one way's not right over the other, but you know, I get out of the shower
Okay, you can
and
take a stance and be like, my way's right and theirs is wrong.
well, you know, I'm usually right most of the time,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
there's that.
please say your line. Please say your line.
Oh Lord, what's my line?
One of my favorite things in life, Kyle, is
Oh yeah, I remember that. Proving people wrong.
proving people wrong.
That's right. I remember that. That was when we met somebody before.
Yep. Oh
Um,
man, I
yeah,
love that line. I
yeah. I
laughed
was like,
so hard the first time I heard you
because
say that. And then of course
he
you
said
were
it.
actually right, which made it even
Oh,
better.
it was dealing with music. You done know
Yeah.
I was right.
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure you're
Yeah.
talking about was it Shania Twain?
No, it was Brooks and Dunn.
It's and done. Okay.
Like it was something easy. Well, I say easy, but something that anybody should have known. It was like Neon Moon or something, or Boot Scoot. No, it was Boot Scoot and Boogie.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to tell me that the line was this, and I was like, "It is
What I'm
not
talking about.
that. I if there's one thing I know, it's Brooks and Dunn, Boot Scoot and Boogie."
I
And
love
he tried to challenge me on that one, and I was like, "Let me just go ahead and
Had
prove
to
you
put him in his
wrong."
place.
That was so much fun though. That night, that was an interesting night at the
It was.
casino.
It was a good time.
What was it like 3 in the morning? We were at the Waffle House with
The
my
awful,
family.
awful.
The awful waffle. You gotta love it. But yeah,
So
that was
good transition because the next topic is what is your guilty pleasure fast food?
guilty pleasure fast food. I ain't gonna lie. I can whoop down some Taco Bell late at night.
I'm not. I don't even
Hmm.
feel you. Okay, so guilty pleasure. You have to feel a little bit bad about it. I don't feel bad about eating Taco Bell at all. I love Taco Bell. I'll eat it all the
I
time.
feel bad about how much I eat for Taco Bell. That's more of what it is, not
No,
necessarily
if anything, it should be Barb's in Johnson City because you would eat
what
that like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You could.
I would. They'd open up right at like 11, and I'd be like at the door, just like, let me in, let me in. Oh, I do love some barbs. I'm so looking forward to going back here in just a little bit.
Me both.
Are you going to Rachel's wedding, by the way?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm right with
Okay.
you.
That's what I was thinking. I was just
Yeah.
wanting to make sure. Don't be getting slick out the mouth with me now.
All right,
But
let's do the
yeah,
same thing with guilty pleasure fast food restaurants. Let's do five. So you are
okay.
Taco Bell.
Oh,
What else
geez.
you got?
Okay. Okay. 5 guilty pleasure fast food restaurants. Okay. I'm still sticking with Taco Bell.
Okay, that's fine. That's
Because I
fine.
know how awful that is for you, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Um, I would probably also have to go with Arby's because sometimes I
Oh,
do crave some Arby's.
yeah. That's definitely
Um,
guilty pleasure because
and
I
I know a lot of people have some interesting feelings about Arby's, but
I will
um
just to interject for a second. The only reason I don't care for Arby's is because as a child, I guess it was so affordable and it was right by our house. My parents and I would go there all the time. And I was just like, I cannot eat another roast beef sandwich. I'm gonna go insane. All right, go ahead.
you got burnt out.
Yeah, big time.
I would also say the awful waffle.
Okay.
Just because I always go in there and people are, oh, you go to the Waffle House, you get a waffle, which I do. I get a
Yeah.
waffle,
Yeah.
but I always get me a burger as well because I'm a
Oh,
big burger
that's
guy.
weird to me, but I always do the all-star breakfast. But yeah, getting regular food is interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why I'd say that it's a guilty pleasure for me.
Yeah.
Um, I would also probably go with I get a hankering for the uh the Burger King chicken fries.
Oh, yeah, I've never had those,
Hmm.
man.
Yeah, well, I think they're good, but what do I know?
Hey, if
And
you enjoy
then
it, good for you, man. All right, you got
let's
one
see,
more. You got four on
one
there.
more, one more. I would probably let's see here. I've never felt bad about going to Pals. I don't care what happens. I've never felt bad about going to Pals.
Yeah,
Um,
pals, reach
I
out.
don't know. I probably have to say, yeah, hey Pals, local sponsorship.
Dude, heck yeah, I
Um,
would pick that. You know me, I'm right there with you, man. I'd eat pals for every meal. I would.
oh, I know you
Heartbeat.
got some Pals
Yeah,
all the time.
guilty pleasure,
And
big time.
then last one, I'd probably have to say just because random spurts, I'll just go by McDonald's,
Okay,
and I'm
okay,
like,
I got it.
it's not that I enjoy McDonald's. I'm just like, oh, there it is. Let's go
It
for
is.
it.
It's convenient. Yeah.
What
Um,
about you though?
all right, I'm gonna do mine real quick because we're about out of time.
Yeah.
Number one, Crystals. Love those
Oh,
tiny square burgers. Man, they're so good. I also will say this, depends on which one you go to. The last one I went to here in Huntsville got like some sort of food poisoning, and I was like sick for 2 days.
that's
So
what you
you gotta
get.
roll the dice every now and then. But I know people, some people hate it. I love it. I would say oh no, Domino's. I think, and
Mhm.
I'm not even ashamed of it. I think Domino's is just like so good. For like fast food pizza. Um, I would also go with Taco Bell. Trying to think off the top of my head. Um, what else is like something that'd be like, oh, you shouldn't eat there. I like me some McDonald's every now and then too.
Right. Sometimes you just got to
More
do it.
rarity. I would say I'd also throw in there Jax. So we are pretty much out of time, so I'm wrapping this up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to record this every Thursday. If there's any topics you guys would like us to talk about, please comment and also subscribe. Feel free to use any of our topics to talk with your friends and use them as icebreakers. All right, so we will see y'all later.